righty. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Life Reawakened Show. We have Virginia here today. Virginia, say hello so everybody can see your beautiful face.
Hello, everybody who are looking at my beautiful face. G'day.
So, technical issues are all worked out. So, Virginia got her computer back. Thank heavens. Crazy, crazy. So we have a fun call today, guys, as always with Virginia, and powerful. We always have great stuff come up. Clearings are always fantastic. So I see hands raised already. You can hit the react button or the more button to raise your hand. And I see some shout outs. Hello. And some of you were here yesterday. Sandra, hello. I see you were here yesterday too. And from Colic, Chicago. Yeah, I bet it is colicky there. I see Sarah. Robbie, I know you were here yesterday. Hello from San Diego. Susan, I know you and Bob were here yesterday too. Pamela, I know you were. Oh, I love seeing you guys all here. So you were all here yesterday. They're ready to hear from you.
Oh, you're awesome. Thank you for coming, everyone.
I see McCovey, Linda, hello from Arizona, Lynley from South Africa, hello, Kathy from California, Sylvia from UK, hello, Deborah from Sacramento, Karen from Santa Fe, New Mexico, hello, we got Margaret from Ottawa, Renee from Minnesota, Linda
Wow.
Los Angeles. Welcome, everybody. So happy to have you all here today. And I see you, Ruth, as well. As always, we're going to make this call with Virginia lots of fun and very interactive. We're talking about Divine Kidney Alchemy. So we're going to dive into that. You know, when I was putting together the information for the show, Virginia, I'm like, okay, do people really know what kidney, like what is even, it's not like it's an organ that you think about all the time. Like, you know, I know it's important, I know I need to have, but it's not really something that I personally think about, like how it helps keep my body going. So I'm excited to dive into that with you because I think it's an important place to start, because a lot of our feeling sluggishness or our vitality or those kind of things, I'm assuming could be contributed to our kidneys.
Absolutely. The beautiful part of the body, Gretchen, is that nothing stands alone. Everything is interacting with everything else. But you've got your major organ like the kidneys, and they're called the gate of vitality, right? And what does that mean? That's the gate to life. You think about that. How, because without your kidneys filtrating and getting rid of all of the gunk that it accumulates in our body, and let's face it, gunk is accumulating in our bodies all the time. Right now, we're living in the world of gunk, toxins, in other words. The proper word is toxins. And yeah, so you can understand how just incredibly important the kidneys are.
Well,
Yeah.
Margaret says she thinks about her kidneys all the time. Robbie says in September, my kidney numbers were normal. In December, I was diagnosed with stage 3 kidney disease. Wow. Diabetes in the family. So they think about their kidneys all the time. So thanks for chiming in, guys. I appreciate that. And so I guess I should introduce you, Virginia, just in case there are people here that don't know you. So, Virginia works globally with thousands of clients as a medical intuitive and energy alchemist based in the UK. In conjunction with her spiritual heart team of various ascended masters and archangels, and through God, Source, Holy Spirit, and Mother Earth, Virginia scans your body, identifies negative imbalances, and clears them to restore harmony, balance, and well-being. As an energy alchemist, Virginia clears and removes negative energies from your body, as well as from houses, land, hospitals, schools, and even purifies water. Her passion is to be of service to Source and to all sentient beings on Earth. So, Virginia, officially, welcome to today's call on Divine Kidney Alchemy.
Thank you, Gretchen. The energies are starting to gather already. As soon as you started to introduce me, the energies were accumulating, and thank you. And but just ask that everyone is encompassed in this energy field. And I'm asking them also to just help each person to release any energies that are not of divine love in their energy fields. Yeah. Thank you. Sorry.
You're good. hey, when it comes in, there's nothing you can do about it. So thank you for that. If you guys
Oh,
are in Virginia, this happens throughout the call. So as we work through this call, energy comes in throughout the call while Virginia is working with callers. You can also tap into that energy. So take what you need from this call. All right. So a lot of people here, Virginia, understand kidney disease and issues that they may have as from their kidneys, or I see somebody even here has their dog has issues with their kidney.
oh,
But
bless.
for those of us that don't, can you talk a little bit about what the kidneys affect, impact, and also like what kind of I think this is the word coming to mind, screwy, like unusual kind of symptoms that could be as a result from unhealthy kidneys.
Well, the most obvious one when we first think about it is edema, which is swelling in the feet, swelling in the legs. Sometimes people get swelling in the abdomen, even in the arms, because the kidneys are not expelling the fluid like it should do. I'm just going to give over to my team here if they wish. Thank you. Understand this, dear ones, as you listen to the discourse that is being given to you at this point. The one that you are listening to is a facilitator for us. We are in the spiritual hierarchy. We are in many levels and many dimensions, and we come through her to speak with you, to give you understanding of what is meant for you at this time and this point, especially. Know that this very important topic that has been brought to the fore for your benefit is that which is called the kidney. I believe that is what the channel is speaking about today, and we wish to understand that the kidney is your kidneys, which is a very precious, important part of your anatomy, is not called the gate of vitality for no reason. From the very moment when you were just cells in the womb, know you this, that your kidneys are working for you from that moment until the moment when you transition from this earth plane. And we want you to take into consideration how very important this is, because kidneys work with the heart. And you know, all of you, I am sure, because you are so enlightened, that the heart is one of the most important parts of your anatomy. Without the heart and a healthy heart, you go into a chronic state of dis-ease. Understand this, that the kidneys also can take you into that chronic place of dis-ease if there is dysfunction in the kidneys, mainly through either toxins from outside of you, also from lifestyle, and most importantly, dearest ones, emotions. Humans are, you come to this earth plane to experience emotions. This is the only planet that gives you that gift of using and being able to connect into emotions, because it is a fast track. And we say it is a very fast track to your spiritual growth. The channel will speak to you about emotions. So now that we have your attention, dear hearts, we say thank you. We are grateful. We are always grateful. We see you. We see your souls. And we are ecstatic at your growth. And so it is. Thank you, Gretchen.
You're
Oh,
welcome.
oh. I knew I had to give over because they needed to talk. Thank you.
And so
Awesome.
I don't know if you remember what you just channeled, but the thing that really resonated with me was the emotions. And storing, I'm assuming storing emotions in our kidneys, not releasing emotions.
Yeah. Basically, we're talking about fear. So emotions are, and especially, right from a young age, when children experience fear, and it's usually in a family dynamic, right? And it can be from when they're still in the womb. So they're still coming. But even in the womb, they're taking on all of the parents' angst, the parents' emotions, especially the mother, and they can hear and they're aware because everything's energy and they're spirit. So they're still aware of the undertones of what's going on in a family between man and female, the parents, right? There may be money issues. There may be, oh my goodness me, I really don't need this baby right now. That kind of thing that goes on. What a time for me to have, this is not a good time. Any of those issues. And then, of course, if there's anger in the family, and not talking about ancestral stuff as well, it's coming down and it's handed down. This is where the kidneys come into play as well. It's holding ancestral issues. Isn't it fascinating?
That is fascinating.
Oh, absolutely fascinating. So yeah, fear, then if it's continued on, and just say there's an unhappy home when children come into the home, because our biggest thing for children is they need to feel safe and they need to feel love. That's it. End of story. But of course, how many households have that issue? The children are nurtured in that atmosphere. Very few, unfortunately. So that fear then becomes trauma. It becomes anxiety, and then it becomes stress and trauma. And so this is why I pick up on so many people with trauma. It's just so easy to find because they've been through some kind of fear. And let's not talk about just the household and growing up as a child. There's also the teenage years, when they're trying to fit in with their peers, etc. Then you've got the young adult where they're coming into connection with romance and boyfriends and girlfriends kind of stuff, sexuality. And then you're talking about making a family together with a partner. So all of those issues are playing out all the time. And the kidneys hold the fear. And then they are connected to the adrenals. So what happens with the adrenals when we go into fear? Fight or flight, yes? So these two, they work together. There's a synchronicity between them, kidneys and the adrenals. So that's why so many of us have depleted adrenals. All of this is all coming from emotions.
No, that makes sense. And Nancy, I saw you mentioned the adrenals too, because they're so close to the kidneys. But so what you're saying is these emotions, even if they come from in the womb or early on in our lifetime, that they can stay there and they can stay stored in the kidneys
for eons until such time as they've been let go. We actively can release those from the kidneys because it's, there's only two ways that we know that we should be living in this incarnation. One is from fear and one is love. We prefer the love because that's where we should be going. But then the fear comes in and then take into consideration illness, losing loved ones, also car accidents, anything like that. Any kind of catastrophe will also bring the fear into and settle that into the kidneys.
Interesting. And I could be completely off base here, but how I'm picturing it is like that you only have so much space for all of these inside of your kidney. And then when it's kind of full or there's too much of it, is that when some manifestation of health issues or something like physical
Totally.
happen?
Totally. Yeah. That's when the physical, because emotions are in the energy field, aren't they? Like the emotions are energetic. And then that's in the etheric. And then they start to, if don't clear it out, the etheric body, then it comes and manifests into the physical because the etheric body mirrors all of our organs, every part of our bodies is the etheric body. It mirrors every part of us. So everything gets imprinted into the etheric body first. And then if it's not cleared, then it goes into the physical. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. So you also talk about bringing in some kind of ancient healing or there's with kidneys in general, like there's some kind of that component to it. Can you explain a little bit about that?
Sure. So TCM, which is a traditional Chinese medicine, they are big on kidneys. Yes. And they have identified the thing called the Jing essence. I can feel a lot of blockages of Jing essence. And that can deplete the kidneys even more. This Jing essence, which is really, really important. And again, it's also linked back to reproduction because it's such a fundamental part of who we are. Yeah, the kidneys are extremely fundamental, and the G essence in the kidneys goes back then. It's called, you can either call it reproductive essence or essence, just essence. And as it says with essence, you imagine the big scope of what essence can be explained by, right? Everything. So yeah, so that's the part of the ancient energy, which is so very well known by the TCM. Now, another part is what's called the Ming Men. And if you don't mind, I'm going to do a clearing on the Ming Men, because I know that a lot of people have got that blocked. See, as soon as I say something, my voice starts to go, I can pick it up. Okay, I know that there's issues that need to be cleared around that. Where are you going to? Have you disappeared on me, Gretchen?
I have, because you're doing a clearing.
No.
So
Let me explain what it is first, okay?
okay, you go ahead.
The Ming Men lies in the between the lumbar 2 and lumbar 3. It is a chakra in itself, and it helps with the warming of the body. Believe it or not, it helps with the warming of the body. It's such an important one, and those people, the Asian spiritual groups, they are very cautious about the Mangman because they say it can be disruptive. All right. What I'd like to do is clear, because I know a lot of people got blocked Mangmans. And that'll help. Let me just, I just want to have a look at something that I talked about with this, because it's really important, and I want to be able to talk about it from an informed viewpoint. So again, it's called the gate of life, or the center or vitality. So what is it? Enhances energy flow through the body. It improves the kidney function, very, very much so. It allows emotional stability and support for reproductive health. That's another very important part of it. And it also facilitation, healing, and mind clarity. So if we just everybody just close your eyes right now. Oh, close your hands over your heart center. Let's go down below your heart center. And I'd really like everyone to just feel this. Don't think. Get out of your head. Just feel. And when we've finished, I'd like you to please give me some kind of indication in the chat as to if you felt any change. So at this point, I'm just going to ask my team, because I just surrender to them, to clear, unblock the main men for each person on the call and those that will be listening to the replay. I'm surrendering this completely, because I don't want to overthink this, as we do as humans. Just feel, don't think. I'm going to ask them to just ground everybody on the call so that we can help manifest what we've just done. Just, even if you, with your own imagination, just see your grounding roots go down through your feet and down into the center of Mother Earth. Mother Earth is always there to help you, especially when you ask her to help you ground. And so it is. So when you're ready, just all come back. You can come back to the call again. Thank you, Gretchen.
Thank you. I feel much calmer and much more at ease. There's lots of comments that came in. Kalinda said, just when you started the process, I saw this come in. She just got very hot. Sandy
She
says,
did to me too.
Marion says, feeling something getting looser and lighter in the lower belly area. Warmth also. Robbie said had hard jerk in upper body. They had a
Oh,
hard jerk in upper body. Mandy said, tightness gone in lower back, cool energy flowing up to my throat, head lighter and clear.
wow. Fantastic.
Linda saying way lighter. Sharon, heat in the chest. Sandy, lots of heat and tingling around my lower back. Sandra had some spasms. Renee, I got a rush of energy. McCovey, body lighter. Thank you. Wow, look at all these messages. Everybody wrote in here. Good job, guys.
Wow, well done. Yeah.
Signs popped all over the place. Very cool. Very cool. Sandra, or Sandy said this. I just think this is a great comment. She said, I always imagine the kidneys as looking like fetuses looking at each other. It makes sense to me that they would absorb both male and female aspects. Very cool. I love that
Yeah.
comment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, that's another part of the kidneys too. They work very closely with the ear. If you have a look at, sometimes you'll see the fetus sitting inside the ear
Yeah.
because the kidneys and the ears work so closely together. These are just absolutely fascinating, the things that the kidney works and helps in the whole body. This is what I'm saying. Nothing stands alone in the body as far as the kidneys, the hearts, the organs, everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Karen, my
Wow.
mind straight, energy released, hands began burning. My body began moving back and forth in a circular motion. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, it's lovely. That's all about energy when that happens. Some people, like me, they jerk around.
Yeah.
I think I must have got the jerkers today and the movement body today.
We got the jerkers today.
Thanks, guys. You're awesome.
Awesome. I love this. So, you have a pretty in-depth question, and I see your hand raised. Can you talk to Hannah if I unmute her?
Mm.
All right. Hannah, you are unmuted.
Hello, Hannah.
You so much. I think there's so much that I don't know what to ask, but the one that I just thought of was, I mean, I have trouble hearing. I'm really scattered. And the one that really I worry about is I have so much trouble just following through and doing things. And sometimes I'm just so tired, so then I can't decide, and then I don't end up doing very much in my life at all. But my question was, does trauma, help would be so appreciated, but also does trauma hit us first in our kidney, or my kidney is also overworked, I think. So.
Oh, Lord kidney. Very unhappy. And your left kidney. Have you had this diagnosed at all, Hannah?
Okay, so yeah, I'm having trouble here. I'm reading it. Yeah, I mean, it's part of a bigger issue, but I had like, I don't know, it was like maybe 40% kidney function or something, but it got a little bit better. But it could be from a medication. But I had gray hair really young too.
There was a lot of fear in your life, Hannah. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yes.
Because I've picked up the trauma in you. Yeah. And from my perspective, when I scan through your left kidney, there's a little bit there, but it's not like the right kidney is really, really showing very unhappy here. Hannah, anything related to males at all going on here for you?
Yeah, I think so. Like first abandonment issues, like we left Poland and we left my father, my biological father there. And
yeah,
both fathers died fairly recently in the same year.
I'm so sorry to hear
a
that.
few years ago.
Yeah. So the right side of our bodies, when things happen, that's usually the male, right? And the left is female. And then if I go down through you read, and did you say trauma is in the kidneys? Yes, of course it's in the kidneys, but it's also right through the body as well, darling. Do you understand? It's not just confined to the kidneys. Does that make sense to you, dear? Yeah.
Yes, it makes my nervous system a lot, my immune system a lot. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So when I look at your central nervous system is also needing some help, and your autonomic. I'm just gonna when I do this, I'm gonna do it for you and for everyone else. Okay, I'm just gonna ask them to see you all together as a what's the word I'm looking for? Brain dead, brain back. As a oh, there's a word for it. I see you all together anyway as a can't think of the word, sorry. And I'm going to just do everyone's autonomic nervous system here needs tweaking. So I'm just going to do that now.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
You should start to feel much more calmer. Your body relaxing. You tell me if it is or not, darling.
I can feel myself breathing better. Like I'm more aware of that. I tend to jump to the head a lot, and
you just go to your body,
going back and forth.
Yeah, just go to your heart, okay? Stay in the center of your heart. Just bring your focus to the center of your heart.
Yeah, thank you.
I can feel your body really starting to relax. Does that make sense to you? My shoulders are dropping.
Yeah. I feel it when you say it. Thank you.
Yeah. Because you're so wound up, Hannah, Okay.
Mhm.
This and what happens with the autonomic nervous system is fight or flight in there, which is what I'm bringing back so that everything's balanced. So the sympathetic nervous system is where your fight or flight is, and the parasympathetic is almost the complete opposite of it. And what we need to do is have a balance in both of those. How are you feeling, Lovely?
Really grateful. A lot of emotion is coming up.
Let it come up, sweetie, because it needs to. Do you
It
understand?
did before too, like really
Yeah.
a lot
Yeah.
when you were talking before.
Yeah, you need to really let that go because, and that for everyone else as well, if anyone else is feeling this, just release it and let it go. If you have to cry it out, if you have to scream it out, whatever it is. And particularly, I'm just going to go to the kidneys right now. And I'm just going to ask them to clear. There you go, Hannah. I hope you feel better, darling, okay? Remember, you've got a lot of stuff stored in there that you've got to get rid of.
Thank you so much. You helped me in the Bliss Up call for depression, seasonal depression, and it hasn't happened this year at all. I've been tired and yet I didn't get depressed. And
Yes.
I'm just so grateful for that. Like I could tell that it was powerful. So thank you so much. Yeah, this is beautiful. And thank you, Gretchen. I so appreciate it.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you, sweetheart.
Really moved and I'm full of emotions. Yeah.
That's all right. Let it out. Don't hold it in and keep us
Yeah,
as the call goes on too.
Yes. And thank you for taking time for me.
you
Absolutely.
needed it, sweetheart. It was meant to be. Mm.
Thanks, Hannah. And thank you, Virginia. We all benefited from that. So thank you.
Yeah, so the main men is only known by the Asians as a chakra in that back, but they are very cautious about any energy going through it. Do you understand? Because apparently it can do some issues with people. But what I did was I just released it, surrendered it to my team. I had nothing to do with it.
Makes sense. Very good. Oh, lots of comments here. Wow, Virginia, thank you. That really helped me. Very
Oh, lovely.
good. All right. So I'm seeing lots of comments about the ear connection, also about tinnitus. So is that something that with kidney, I know tinnitus is a tricky one, but is that
You know, I'd be a millionaire if I could clear tinnitus, I can tell you that. It's not really something that hand on heart can say that I can help. No, not at all.
yeah,
I'd love to, because there's so many people that are needing help with that, but
yeah.
hand on heart, I can't say that. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Go ahead.
I knew you were going to say that, but I saw a lot of comments, so I wanted to make sure I addressed it. And also sleep. I see a lot of sleep comments about sleeping and can helping your kidneys help with sleep issues.
Absolutely, because sleep is, again, when I go checking on the sleep, I go into the pineal gland. There's a lot of pineal glands in here that are needing help. So I go into the pineal gland. I also have a look at the melatonin, because the pineal gland, if it's out of alignment, you think about it, if it's dysfunctional, it's not making the melatonin like it should. And we need the melatonin for night, for sleeping. And the other thing that I always pick up is this circadian cycle. The circadian cycle for sleep, because there are other circadian cycles, believe it or not, in our bodies. But this one for sleep is usually out. And then if I also look at cerebral spinal fluid, has a big impact also on that. And again, cerebral spinal fluid and the kidneys and the brain all connect again. Nothing stands alone. Nothing.
Makes sense.
Just because you've had whatever's going on in your little toe doesn't mean it's coming from here, the brain. Right?
Yeah.
So yes. Yeah.
What about TMJ, jaw clenching and teeth issues?
That's usually from out of alignment. Sorry. Excuse me, guys, just tone it down, please. It's usually because the jaw's out of alignment. So that's easily done. That's easily done. I've done it many times.
All right. Lorraine is asking, what about a calcified pineal gland?
Again, that can be cleared. It's
Yeah.
not a problem. Once we do the clearing of the pineal gland, it's beautiful because everything just flows, right? And then, of course, if we look at the higher lines, who was that asked that question?
That was
Lorraine. So if I'm just Lorraine, I'm looking at your pineal gland is definitely out. And then if I look at your higher line, it's definitely out. And if I look at your third eye chakra is out as well. It's not working properly. So you understand all of these things. There's not just one thing.
Yeah.
It's a series of stuff. But as you know, Gretchen, in this when I do a call, it's usually I'm addressing so many different issues very fast.
Yeah. Correct. Yes. If you haven't been on live calls with Virginia, she does address a lot of issues inside of her programs. I'm sure a lot of you have. They're some of the best group calls that I've ever been on. So there are a lot of hands raised.
I'll have to stop somewhere, I guess.
So what do you want to do? Scans, healing? Like, what do you want to do with callers? Everybody's asking here. There's a lot of people asking about particular health issues and the relationship to the kidney. So
Let's just open up and find out. Let's
You
just do it.
there it goes.
Yeah.
All right.
Whatever comes up, comes up.
Diving in. All right, guys. So first in line is Sarah.
Hello, Sarah.
Hi, Virginia. Hi, Gretchen. Thank you so much. I was wondering, Virginia, I had a kind of trauma since I was in the womb. Like, my father was kind of abusive. And I think that has affected, I notice I feel fear and anxiety a lot, but I've also had a lot of health issues. And I kind of wonder if it goes back to that time in the womb. I'm just wondering if you see
What are
anything.
they? Say that again, please, lovely. What issues?
I have a lot of health issues, like,
Health issues.
yeah, and
Yeah,
kind of fear and anxiety.
I pick up your trauma. Okay.
Mhm.
It's very, very much in there. And if I look at your right kidney is not happy. Okay.
Mhm.
Your left kidney is not, it's just exactly like the lady that was on before.
Mm.
No. Okay, so your right kidney, again, it has issues. If I look at your right ureter, your left ureter's fine. Your bladder, I'm not getting an issue with your bladder. Does that make sense to you?
It does, yeah.
I get a little bit of an issue with your urethra. Are you aware of that?
I think I sometimes get UTIs.
Okay. Okay. So, sorry, my lovely, you asked, what was the question you asked me?
I was just wondering if the early, like, I was wondering if the early experiences are kind of continuing to impact my health, or kind of has
Absolutely,
weakened my
darling.
system.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, because another thing is, I'm just going to have a look at your, okay. Hang on a minute. I'm looking at your immune system. Yes. Your immune system is depleted, right? Now, if I look at your lymphatic system is not healthy either. Lymphatics are linked to the immune system, and lymphatics are linked to the kidneys. Right? So this is all about water and releasing any toxins from the body that needs to be released. And while I'm here, I'm just going to have a look at your spleen. The spleen is the largest organ in the lymphatic system. So your spleen is not very happy either, darling, okay? So yeah. So if I look at your immune system, Sarah, it's sitting at around about 85% healthy. Does that make sense to you?
It does, yeah.
Yeah, so that it's, in other words, it's 15% that needs some help, right? And you see all the things, that places that we touch, the immune system, which links to the lymphatic system, which then comes back from the kidneys. If I look at your adrenals are really not very happy here at all, darling, yeah? And that's why do you get tired?
I do, yeah, a lot.
So your energy is low, is it? Jing energy on that right side, it's really depleted. But the Jing energy on the left is not. Isn't that interesting? Yeah. So I'm just going to ask them to just bring this is for everybody too. I just want you to feel, close your eyes. Remember, feel. We do feel. We don't do think. We do feel. And I just want you to see and just to feel this beautiful crystalline waterfall coming down through each and every one of you, coming down from the top of your skull all the way down through your bodies. And as it's coming through, it's clearing out your lymphatic system, clearing out all the toxins in your bodies. Just clearing everything through. And then I want you to just see it gushing out through your feet. The waterfall has no end. It just keeps continuously coming down through you, right through your entire divine energy matrix, all of your etheric and your subtle bodies and your physical, down through your legs, your feet, and gushing out the bottom of your feet. releasing all the toxins in your bodies. Just letting it go now. Mother Earth, can you bring the grounding to everyone, please? Thank you, Sarah.
I feel really calming. I feel more grounded, and yeah, I feel like washing off my body. I feel
Brilliant.
more calm.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank
All
you.
the best, sweetheart. Yeah.
Thank you.
Keep us posted how you do through the call, okay?
Thank you, Gretchen.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Sarah.
Okay. Lots of questions about health issues. I'm going to put the program link in here. It's lifereawakened.com/Virginia25. This is a huge program. There's a lot of MP3s in here that cover a wide variety of health issues. So I know somebody was asking about blood pressure. I just looked, that's in there. So if you take a look, each MP3 has a description of what it is, and we'll talk about it in a little bit too. But there's a lot in there. So that's why I want to put the link there so you guys can have it. Also, Diana, I see you asking about if there's a one-on-one session. There's no one-on-one sessions with this package. Virginia's booked up till May, I think.
Yeah. If anybody wants to book after May, we might be able to do that. But at this time, there's a good 100 people at least booked in.
And just so you know, with Virginia's group calls, like she said, if you haven't done them, she can through a lot and gives a lot of personal help in those. So that can happen as well. Can you include family members? Your family, they can listen to the MP3s, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So yeah, so your family member can definitely listen to the MP3s, Deborah. No problem there.
And Deborah, also remember, you can play it silently in the background and intend that each of your family members are immersed with the energies from those MP3s.
Yes. Virginia does just talk about the bridge because I just love the bridge. The healing bridge that you can send.
The rainbow bridge.
The
Yeah.
rainbow.
So you just imagine a rainbow bridge going from you, especially if the person's not in the house and you want to, if they're miles away. Nothing is, we're so conditioned as humans to think that only because it's not in front of me, therefore it can't be done. But if you think outside the box, you know that energy can travel anywhere that you intended to. And remember, intention is the most important thing. In all of this, your intention actually works the magic. So if you just build a rainbow bridge from your heart to theirs, and then you just send the energy from those MP3s with your intention, and it will work. It's magic. Wow, I can feel that energy right now. It's amazing. I think I'm an energy junkie. Oh my goodness me.
Did you send the rainbow bridge to your computer yesterday?
I was so taken aback with all the screaming and the yelling and the bang, 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 and I just completely forgot. Oh, okay, right. Then I wanted to switch it off, and then I was told, "Don't switch it off." Oh Lord.
Oh,
So
everybody.
no rainbow bridge to my computer.
We all are energy junkies, Rachel says. Lindley says, me too. That's awesome. I love it. All right. Next in line is Susan. Susan, you are up next.
Hello, Susan.
There you go.
Hi, Gretchen. Hi,
Hi.
Virginia. Thank you for
Hello,
taking
darling.
my call. Much appreciated. Okay, Virginia, my question is, I had a severe concussion from an auto accident. It affected my hearing in a way that I don't understand conversation, or I hear some of the words differently, but I know the ears and kidneys are connected. So did that also affect my kidneys? Because with the brain injury, because the brain controls everything, basically.
It does. It's your CEO of your body. So when I look at your kidney, it's not heavy. And your left kidney isn't that interesting? There's 3 of you in a row. The right kidney shows up every time. Does that make sense to you, Susan?
The what kidney does?
Your right side. The right kidney.
Okay, I had problems with the left kidney.
From my perspective, how long ago was that, Susan?
I had kidney stone. Oh my gosh, that was maybe like I was in my 20s. But then they removed it with ultrasound, and then I was told on my right kidney I had like a little cyst.
Yeah, it's your right kidney that's showing now, not your left.
Oh, then my left is good now. That's great.
So what they did, they've obviously done it well, because it's not to do with the left kidney is not showing as an issue. And if I look
Thank
at your
you.
left ureter is fine, but your right ureter is not. So you understand, the ureter is connected to the kidney and to the bladder.
Right.
Yeah, so this is all on the right hand side for you.
Oh.
But if I have a look at so that accident that you had, the brain injury, was it on your left side?
It's actually on both sides.
Was one worse than the other?
They didn't even acknowledge that I had a concussion. My family doctor acknowledged that.
Yeah.
And then when they did tests, oh yeah, you've got problems. Like, yeah, I know that.
No, the reason I'm asking you this is because your skull on the left has been impacted, as is the bones on the left-hand side of your face here.
Oh,
Did you know that?
you're right, because I kept telling my husband, I'm always having issues with the left
Left side?
side. I ignore my left side of my body. Not there.
That's an interesting thing, isn't it? Yeah. So
I
that's
know.
why, yeah, that's because your left ear is actually, if I look at your right ear, I'm not getting an issue there, but the left ear I do. Yeah. So that goes
right.
back down.
You're right.
So that's the bones in this side of your face, your head, are out of alignment as it is over the top of your skull.
Okay, that makes sense. I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just, can I clear this up, please?
Of course.
I think this should be a 2.5, 3 hour show.
Well, thank you. Much appreciated. Thank you, Gretchen, too.
So for everybody that has this issue, and there's more than one, I'm just going to ask my team to realign all the bones on the top of your left skull and the bones down the side, the left side. Susan, how's that feeling?
Wow. Oh, yes, the skull just shifted.
Yeah.
The white light kept pouring in, and it's just like somebody pushed me to the left side. Yes, it's very powerful energy. I feel it immediately.
Oh, brilliant. So that's
Wow,
what it is, darling.
okay.
Yeah, that side of your this now when I look at the side of your the bones on that side of your head, there's no issue there, and also up the top. Okay.
Oh,
Great, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
While I'm here, I'm just going to have a look at your and this is for everybody on the call, so don't feel that anybody's missing out here. Okay. So I'm looking at your jaw. Ugh. Did you ever have any jaw issues that you knew of?
Every now and then it kind of goes out of place.
I'm getting
I'm sure
here.
from the accident, who knows
I'm getting
what
here.
I had.
Yeah. I'm getting the cheekbone area.
Right.
Yeah. That's better. There you go, sweetie. Hold on.
Oh,
You can come back, Gretchen. Thank you, Susan.
Thank you. And I hope I helped anybody else on the call that had issues. Much appreciated.
How you
Blessings to you.
Thank
you
you.
feel?
Dawn.
I feel a lot better now.
Good. You sound
She
like
did
you're
everything dead nuts on. She was dead nuts on, and I'm like, thank you. Yes, she's very
Yeah.
powerful and very. Thank you, Virginia,
You're welcome, Susan.
from the
Thank
gift that you were given to help me from above.
Pleasure.
And
sweetie.
blessings to you.
Thanks, Susan.
Blessings to you also, Gretchen. Thank you very much. Much appreciated from the bottom of my heart to both of you. I send you love.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You never know what's going to show, do you?
And guys,
I love it.
want to reiterate, yes, there are no sessions in this package, but there are 4 live group calls. And this is what happens on these calls. Like, this is exactly what is happening today. Virginia just helped Susan with non-related kidney issues. Like, stuff comes up. We can't, it's life, it's our body, and it's all interconnected. So
And the other thing is, Gretchen, you see, her doctors didn't know. They said they just brushed it aside because they don't know what they're working with and understand what can be done in the energy field, which is why I take my my hat off to everybody that comes on these calls, because you're so focused on not going down the medical route, which is not that there's anything wrong with the medical route, because sometimes we do need that, especially for the science, like taking a blood test, etc. But doctors won't tell you this kind of stuff. Yeah. Thank you.
So Cindy's asking, are hormone imbalances from menopause, do they affect the kidneys also?
Yes.
Oh, there you go, Cindy. You got your answer. I always
Yeah.
ask, like, if you have to lie to somebody in person about something, you're just talking to somebody.
That's for anybody that doesn't understand. That's a confirmation for my team. I just go, yeah.
So, Cindy, yes, it is definitely affected from that. Too funny. Poor Virginia, Bobby says, I'm always like, is it hurt?
Oh dear.
All right. So, next in line is Asha.
Hello, Asha.
Hi, Virginia. Hey, Gretchen.
Oh, welcome.
Hello. Virginia, am I just supposed to just ask or just let you know a little bit about what's going on?
Just very quickly, what is it that you want me to look at, Donna? I
Sure.
say you already got trauma. You've already got the trauma, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yes. Is that something that we could work on? Maybe one layer. I know it's probably many layers, but I've been working on that for a little bit.
I bet you have, yeah, because it's not an easy thing to rule. That is actually trauma, as Gretchen knows, is something that I really want to get to the bottom of, and I'm working on that, on doing a package on trauma. So at this stage, there is a way that we can release trauma, but it would have to be a one-on-one. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So is there something in that what you've experienced that you're experiencing that you want to have a look at, like the other lady had issues with hearing?
Yes. So I feel like the trauma has probably maybe reduced my confidence in many areas, like in relationships or in career. I don't feel as powerful or as confident in those areas. And I'm actually actively looking for a newer position. I have to work more on the trauma to help me show up better.
Yes and no, sweetheart. With the trauma, it affects your belief system, yes? We take on limiting beliefs. Makes sense, right? Because we're not everything that we really are, because our mind is telling us that we're not. And your programming from when you were a child is telling you that you're not enough. Does that make sense, Asha?
Yes.
And even through coming through life, this would really have to be a one-on-one. Do you understand?
Yes.
For this, to feel, because you're always left feeling less than you should be when you're not. You're a magnificent being. We all are. We just have to know it in our hearts and in mind. Make sense to you, darling?
Makes sense.
As I said, we could do it, but it'll have to be in a private session, if that's okay with you. Perhaps not right now, but yeah. So basically, this is your psychology, isn't it? Has been affected, yeah. And you sound like you're young. How old are you, Asha?
35.
Yeah. And look at all these years you've been carrying that. Yeah. It's time for you to let it go. If you can reach out to me, we can have a session about the trauma, as I know how to clear it, and also to try and look at your, because we self-sabotage ourselves with our trauma. Right? And
Yes.
yeah, we
I do
self-sabotage
that a
without, yeah, and then overwhelm comes into it. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then with somebody earlier on was talking about this, and she, we get to the stage where overwhelm happens, and then you're just like, it's in the too hard basket. Go, I don't want to do this. But in actual fact, for your own benefit, you know that you should do this. So well done for bringing it up, Asha. Thank you.
Everything you say, it's correct, Virginia. That's exactly the cycle I do. It's like overwhelmed, then it's too much, and then you put it to the side or you pause it for a second because the overwhelm anxiety is too much. Yep.
Yeah, that's true. And then you think, oh my gosh, what do I do now? Then you go back to it and you try, and then it's like 2 steps forward and 4 steps back. Yeah. It's like this back and forthing thing all the time. Yeah. Yeah.
Asha, I can so relate with your story. I was about your age and at I don't want to say exact, but a very similar spot. And so it does get better and get out.
And the other thing is too, and Gretchen, she's not on her own. There's so many people out there going through the same as you are, Asha. So thank you for bringing this up. It's been a really brilliant question for you to put your hand up for. Thank you.
Thank you, Gretchen, for sharing. And Virginia, I would definitely like to work with you whenever I can be able to get an appointment. I don't know how to go about doing that, but
yeah, just reach out to to you, Gretchen?
Sure.
Email?
Yeah, I'll put my email address there and I'll get you in touch with her.
Thank you,
Gretchen.
Asha. Take
All
care,
right.
lovely.
All
Yeah.
right, I'd like to clarify and talk about, because we are talking a lot about trauma in the kidneys
Mm.
in particular. And so I'm assuming that these MP3s and working with that releases that particular trauma that might be housed in your organ, or since we're talking about that a lot. So can you explain the difference between what? Sorry, I don't know if my question's making any sense.
You understand? Trauma is trauma. It doesn't matter where it comes. It's always stored in the kidneys because that's where it's stored for that fear. That's
Okay.
what trauma is about. It's about fear. And then, of course, then that impacts the adrenals because of the fight or flight. And then the adrenals get depleted and we get tired and, listless and and so on it goes. So trauma is any kind of fear, because that's what trauma results in, is stacked in the kidneys.
Okay. But
Okay.
so the program though, can you release it from the kidneys?
In the program?
Yeah.
Let's just have a look at the MP3s that we have.
Let me share my screen.
Yeah, please.
This is, I think, important to clarify. So
It is. Yeah.
here we are. Divine Kidney Alchemy. I put the link in the chat. You can copy and paste or click on it or just follow along here. So that there is to-pay option also available. So let's go down here to what I have the questions about. So we're talking about the MP3s. All right.
So that's the releasing stones, yeah, which is pretty self-explanatory.
Okay.
And then I think the next one is the blood pressure support. So to help with blood pressure, because blood pressure and kidneys, guess what? Bingo. They are very closely linked. And then you have your kidney filtration. That's the filters within the kidneys. That's helping them to be enhanced so that it can filter the toxins more than is currently happening, because the majority of us are loaded with toxins as far as the kidneys go.
Yeah.
And it's a fluid retention. Again, this is about the lymphatics and releasing fluid from the body, because remember that filtration of the kidney is helping the fluids to be released out of the body as well. It's really, as I said, everything is interconnected. Nothing stands alone. There's a UTI relief one that we all understand what UTI is, and the majority of women have it rather than men. The creatine level, for balancing the creatine levels, which are very important in the body as well. And, it causes all kinds of hassles, as it says in the explanation. Then there's a protein balance and the kidney function. So again, you can see the symptoms and too little protein, etc. So that everything needs to be balanced. The body only ever wants balance. And our bodies are usually very out of balance.
Got it.
This is the diabetic kidney one, to do with, again, diabetes and kidneys. Very, very well. This is chronic now. We're starting to get into chronic issues. What I basically aimed at this whole package out, Gretchen, is to do with hopefully getting things before they become chronic. That's what this is about. Yeah. If it's chronic, that's fine. That'll work on that too. But I want to get now, before it happens, to get chronic in people's bodies. And number 9 is there we go. That's the emotions.
Okay.
Yep. So they're clearing all the emotions out of the kidneys, which hold, as we know.
Okay.
Look at what it says there. The symptoms are lower back pain, fatigue, frequent urination, ear ringing, and knee weakness. So it can help with ear ringing. Yeah.
Somebody asked, I think Marion asked that in the chat. She said, my knees are feeling lighter and less painful
Oh,
today
great one.
for this call. So
Thank you,
interesting.
Marion.
Yeah.
And then our number 10 is electrolyte balance, which is really, really important. Again, without a balance of the electrolytes, like if you have too much sodium, that really impacts your kidneys badly. Yeah, so bring that up. And the hormones, the crucial balance, the hormones, the kidney itself secretes hormones, and we need to keep them at a balanced level so that it doesn't get out of control. So that's the number 11. And then number 12 is emotional. This is really important, because remember we talked about the emotional stuff from our ancestors? Yeah, so that's what we inherit as well. Isn't it interesting? All the different things that we inherit from our ancestry. It's incredible. And so those are the 12. And then
Right.
then you've got the
Oop.
3 about the ureter, and the bladder. So there's
Well,
3 of those bonus ones. Yeah.
guys, there's a limited time bonus available this week, which is the urinary system restoration series. So there's 3 MP3s included in that is available this week. So you can check those out there. And then we have the group sessions. There are 4 group sessions. Right? Number 1 is releasing genetic memory.
Sheesh.
Oh.
Yeah. So we're talking about, you think about your parents and your parents' parents and the parents' parents. So if they've all had kidney issues, a lot of people say, oh, yeah, my father had it, but it doesn't necessarily have to be yours if you know about epigenetics. So it will help to do that in this call. Here we go. Now, this is the kidney adrenal connection, which is absolutely, it's so important. And if we can clear that all out, it helps to, and then we're going to empower to give you that more vitality, more energy. Life force and vitality centers. So again, this is all about your physical body. And so, yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory if everybody has this in their emails. And the hidden healing window. Again, we're going to really have a look at different aspects of what goes on in the kidney. When these organs are perform their most, between and 3 a.m. is when the kidneys are working, when the liver is cleansing itself out. And in this case, it's between and 3 a.m. when the kidneys peak as well. And remember, when you're sleeping, your body's regenerating, it's repairing. So this is really important that we know these things. Yeah.
Fascinating. All right, awesome, guys. So there you have it. That is the program. Again, this limited time bonus is available this week, and that is with the urinary system. So there's a full pay and a 2-pay option. And right now the price for the program is $247. And like I said, this is a mammoth of a program. Virginia's covered everything in here. And so you answered my question by going over this with the emotional stuff. So thank you for that. That's in a couple of the MP3s as well as a couple of the group sessions. So there you have it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm wondering if Virginia offers us a healing process. So she did do one process with us at the beginning of the call. I'm not sure if you were here then, Eureka, or not. Was there another process? I think that was the process you were going to do, right?
No, there's another one.
Oh, well, there you go. Let's do that. And then we'll talk to some more callers. Thanks, Eureka, for bringing it up.
Good question.
All right, over to you, Virginia.
Okay, so what we're going to do is connecting in to the kidney meridians. And I'm sure you can all see that I'm really struggling with this because there's a lot of kidney meridians that are blocked. So you can see I'm really finding it really difficult to even speak because the energy of the blockages of the kidney, of everyone's kidney meridians is so intense. Can we just release? Thank you. So we're going to unblock and revitalize the kidney's energy pathway from below your feet, in the soles of your feet, and runs all the way up in through the inside of your legs and up through the middle of your torso, up to the collarbone. So I just want you to close your eyes, put your hands over your heart center. Everybody just connect into your heart center, and remember to just feel, don't think, right? So we start at the sole of the feet, right in the middle of the sole. And I just want you to put your attention there. And while you do that, my team will work on releasing, opening up those feet chakras, both of those kidney centers. Just get a feeling of what this feels like and let us know in the chat. There's a lot of, so it's K1. The acupuncture point is really where I'm going into. So that K1 is only, it's just cleared now. The next one up is just behind the ankle. And I beg your pardon, it's just in front of on your inner leg. And just between the ankle and the Achilles. And again, we're just opening up that point on both sides, because remember, the meridians are on both sides of our bodies. So I just asked that all of the meridians, the kidney meridians in both the legs, are opened on the inner leg, down by your inner ankle, running up to the inside of your leg, and coming up into the knee area. There's a point there. We just ask for opening right through the whole of that kidney meridian. We're going up on the inside of the leg, up to your thighs, out all the meridians. The kidney meridian that belongs up through there, runs up through there. We're going into the groin, and almost like a straight line going up through your body. There are many different points there to do with the kidney meridian. We're just going to ask the teams just to clear everybody's kidney meridian out both sides. Oh, thank you. And as we come up, we come just underneath the breast area, towards really sort of above the heart. And we're going to go up in a straight line again, up into the collarbone for each person, into the collarbone just there, and clearing out the entire meridian for each person on the call, and those that will be listening to the call. Just going to ask that we be grounded, take the roots down to Mother Earth, ask Mother Earth to help you to ground. And when you're ready, just come back to the call. And if you felt any cleanse or clearing, whatever it is that you felt, just put it in the chat. Thank you.
Awesome. Jocelyn says, I got cold to the bones. Renee says, tingles. Another tingling from Jeff. Kalinda said, I got a full reset.
Wow.
That's very nice. Marion says, wow, back is very warm, right ear's hot, nonstop yawning. Lynley says, ooh, wow, intense heat. Rhonda says, lots of yawning. Someone's, lost it. Sinuses popped, yawning, huge release in the lungs. Somebody had to move. Sybil said, heat in my feet. Very good. Tearing and bubbling in the stomach, Lynette says.
Isn't it interesting how it manifests in so many different ways in so many people, and yet we're just doing the kidney meridian.
Yeah.
Isn't that incredible?
Very
Love it.
nice.
Kidneys are very warm.
All right, Robbie, where are you? I do want to call on you after the comment you had at the beginning. So, Robbie, you are up next to talk to Virginia.
Hello, Robbie. Great to have you here, darling. Just unmute yourself, sweetie. You have unmute buttons. A nuisance, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yes, I was very surprised to find out that I had kidney disease. And my one guess, because I don't have any symptoms other than being very fatigued and I had dark circles under my eyes, is that I've been taking a medicine for like the last 20 years for ulcerative colitis. And I found out it has phthalate in it, which is basically they were using plastic for the capsules. And so I'm wondering if the plastic basically is what has caused the long-term damage. And I
Well,
don't
you
know.
you have trauma, darling. Yeah, you know that.
Yes, yes,
And was this from childhood?
yes.
Yeah. You see the
Long-term trauma, car accident.
Yeah. So no,
rape.
not necessarily that the plastic has caused your kidney issues, but are you full of microplastics? You better believe you are. Does that make sense? Yeah, we all are. We're all impacted with microplastics. Actually, that's something I should do a session on. Yeah, because and especially in the brain, we carry it in through the organs, every part of us. Your kidneys don't escape either. Yes, they are also, but it's not that's not the prime reason.
Okay.
And from my perspective, you're right, kidney is an issue. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Isn't it interesting? For 4 of you that have come on today, you're right, kidneys have been the issue.
Yes. Interesting.
Yep. Very.
It's smaller. It's smaller than the other one.
Again, have you had issues with males to do with men?
Yes.
Not that any of us.
Yes, I grew up in the South where my great uncle was able to fondle us whenever he felt like it. And
Bingo.
I was raped at 15 and assaulted at 12. I mean, yeah.
Oh,
long
sorry to hear
history.
that. Yeah, Robbie, that's so cruel. And yeah, so this is where this is all impacted. And that right kidney, that's the issue.
Mhm.
And then if I
Okay.
look at your urethra's not happy there. Your bladder's also an issue. Are you aware of that?
No.
Yeah, your bladder has also got an issue. If I look at your left kidney and your left ureter, I'm not getting issues there, but it's the whole of that right side. And then if I
Mhm.
look at your bladder and your urethra, do you have issues with leaking at all? Or urination?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, so that's all. Now that's an interesting thing because I want to talk to about this as well. Yeah, the plastics are, well, we've all got microplastics in our system, in our bodies. But actually, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to ask them if they can get rid of it. How's that? Okay.
Good.
Because it's come up, so let's just ask. Team, yeah, sure. Ah, shit. Oh, kick. Yep, yep. Ura. Don't know where that came from. Oh, thank you, Robbie. How'd you feel? Oh, I don't know whether that impacted you in any way, but
Yeah, my body feels lighter and clearer.
good, thank you. Because if anyone can muscle test out there, I'd like you to do it. Can you muscle test it at all, Robbie? Do you do it?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So muscle test and ask, do I still have microplastics in my system?
Yeah,
You still have
I
it?
do. A little, yes.
Yeah.
Less.
Let's just have a look at so you're not fully grounded, Robbie. Let me just undo your Earth Star, okay?
Okay.
You see, these are the things that the people that have worked with me before know, that you have to have these clear before you can actually get a proper answer with your muscle testing, right?
The microplastics are gone.
It's a gobsmacking moment, isn't it? Do you know what that means? Are you an American or are you British?
Currently American, previous life British.
How are you feeling, Robbie?
I feel better. I do. I feel much lighter and
I'm lighter.
yeah, and I feel like I have some energy, which is kind of rare.
Oh, that's brilliant, lovely. I'm so thrilled.
Yeah.
And so, as I said, anybody else there that knows how to muscle test, can you just muscle test as well and tell me if it's a yes or a no? Because this just came. I don't know where it came from, but it came. Okay. So, yeah.
Someone said, whoopee, clear for me. Whoopee. I love that. Yes, it's cleared for lots of people.
Because
Was it-
that's not an easy thing to clear, you realize, right?
Yeah, it's
I'm
huge.
tingling all over now. Just my
Raining gifts today, Marion says. No kidding. Would this program help Robbie with what she's going through? Would this be an appropriate
Oh,
program?
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Especially if it's trauma related. It just is. Thank you, Robbie. You've been a real blessing, darling. Look what you just helped everybody else with.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
I
What a
love
blessing.
that. Was a surprise.
And the language. Because something, Zoom came up and says, what language are you speaking? Did you see that?
No, I had my eyes closed.
It says, what language are you speaking? Is it English? Zoom hasn't been programmed with light language yet.
You should say, can you find the language? Because if you can,
Search the language for me. Oh my goodness. That's
It's
because it was so powerful.
yeah.
That's when they come through the way they did. Oh, aren't we just having such a wonderful day today?
It is a great day. Thank you. Love it.
That's amazing.
And thank you all that are being chosen because you guys are
Yeah.
facilitating this whole process. So I love it. Okay. Could you add that microplastic clearing to the program? If you buy the program, you get this audio so you can listen to it as often as you want. And I think they break it out, the processes. So I'll ask them to break that out like separately and add it
Yeah.
to.
Yeah,
So,
that'll be great. Yeah.
sure. All right. Next in line is Kathy. Hello.
Hi, thank you so much, Gretchen. And hi, Virginia. This is really good. Thank you so much. And I do feel energy. I didn't put a bunch of comments in the box, but
Oh, so
I have, like many, have had a lot of trauma, and I'm always in the fight or flight. I have a lot of issues with trying to be calm, trying to have decent sleep, and I don't know if it's not just the liver, but the kidneys too. But I've had, well, actually, since I was born, but it comes and goes. But I have different skin issues, so I think it's kind of tied in.
yeah. And is it obvious, is it?
Yeah.
With the eye. So it's like a psoriasis.
I used to be many years ago, and then it seemed to kind of go away, and now the last several years seems to be more a little like eczema.
Are you stressing?
Well,
Silly question.
I try not to, but it's kind of, I think, an underlying constant state still.
Let me just have a look at this. Understand this, that the blood is a carrier. And if the blood is impure, which is what I'm picking up in your blood right now, then it will transfer this around the body. Does that make sense? Because
Yeah.
the skin is the largest organ in the body, as we know. So I'm just going to ask them to clear your blood. I just want you to feel, don't think, just go underneath your hands. And this is for everyone else as well. Your blood is clear now. So it'll be interesting how you go forward. Obviously, it's not going to happen. You're not going to look at your skin and it's going to start transforming before your eyes.
I was thinking maybe a while ago that it was maybe like, wheat gluten. And so I've been laying off of that.
So now, also remember, we just cleared the microplastics as well.
Oh, good. Great.
And so, because the blood is the common denominator, isn't it? It takes things around the body, right?
Right.
It takes toxins as well as everything else. And your blood was needing a lot of clearing. One of the very first things that I ever was how to clear blood when I first started this healing journey a long time ago. It was fascinating. Now I can do it this way, but before we actually used to pull it out of the body, right? We used to clear it, physically do that. But now I can just ask my team, and they do it because it's not me that's doing this. Just know that, everybody, it's my team that does this, all right? I'm the facilitator. They use my body because I'm on the ground. As they're saying, I'm the boots on the ground. Now, your blood is feeling really lovely and clear now.
I've always had I've had to have blood transfusions, unfortunately, with a hip replacement and a bleeding. I have a disorder on my dad's side, and some of us have it. And so
that makes perfect sense, Kathy. Yep.
Yeah.
You've got everybody else's blood in there, haven't you?
Oh, God, talk about getting hysterical.
Because basically that's what's happened if you've had transfusions, right?
Yes. I ended up having 3, and they were going to give me 4, but I literally could not.
But always take into consideration, this is for everybody else as well, that when this has to happen, that can be transmuted. Do you understand? We can change it. We don't have to put up with just accepting for what it is. You can actually transmute it. Anyone that's getting any kind of intravenous work, we can change the energy in the intravenous work, whatever it is, if it's blood or if it's IV of some kind, that can be changed for the benefit, and that anything that is non-beneficial gets released.
Oh,
okay.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. See, again, because we're human, we don't think outside the box. We just go with what the status quo tells us we need to do. Make sense, Kathy?
Yes, that was at a time before I was.
Yeah, exactly. Before you were enlightened.
Knew this information. So.
Yes. But I'm telling this to everybody else.
Right,
if you have this kind of issue, like Kathy said, or you need any kind of intravenous work, that can be transmuted for your benefit rather than having to. I remember how I first found this out was because my sister had to have intravenous work because of some, put it this way, the statins paralyzed her. Okay, statins. And so she had to have this intravenous stuff at the back of her. She would get the most horrendous headaches, debilitating for 2-3 days. And then one day I thought, oh, hello up there. Can we do something about this? So they transmuted everything in there. Only what was needed for the benefit of her body was used, and everything else was released. and she never had the same issues again, never. So
Oh,
we
good.
can do this, and I know it works. Thank you very much, Kathy, for bringing this to our attention.
Oh, thank you so much, Virginia. Thank you, Gretchen.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
Brilliant, isn't it? So all these girls are bringing up this stuff, and we've just been able to help so many with this.
Yeah.
This was about kidneys, wasn't it? Yes, kidneys.
Okay, so a couple questions here. During your Q&As, or your group calls, do you offer Q&A? Do you take questions from people?
Yes,
That
of course.
I
Yeah.
thought so. Arita, that's in all 4 calls that you can ask questions. So that
Yes.
is not an issue. That's what makes Virginia's group session so powerful. Marilyn, is there a family add-on to the program? You can share the MP3s with your family members. So there's no issues there, Marilyn.
Does Marilyn mean family outside of the house, or where?
Marilyn, can you clarify? Yes, household members that are there, you could definitely, no issues sharing.
Yeah, yeah. Outside, yeah. Well, do you want to do a package for that? Just a
Family add-on?
yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. Yep, we can add that, Marilyn.
Thanks for
No,
the question, Marilyn. Thank you for the question.
thanks for asking for clarity. Virginia. All right. Hannah, who you talked to earlier, said, thank you. This was so beautiful. Needed the light I felt here. I'm excited to see where it takes me. Thank you, Virginia, and your team for sharing so much light and holding out this beautiful, magnificent bridge to love, freedom, and possibility. I'm so grateful for your help. Oh, that's
No,
beautiful.
thank you, Hannah.
Christina, could there please be also an MP3 for hair, as kidney energy has strong impact?
At
Or
the
add
moment,
it to one of the group calls?
probably, yeah. I'll write that down, shall I?
There you go. She'll add it to a group call. And Christina, if she doesn't remember, not that Virginia would ever not remember, but if she doesn't, just type it in the chat or let her know, and she will definitely do that for you. All right, what else do we have here? Oh, okay. So, Lilia,
Excuse me.
is this program, can it help if I have chronic kidney disease stage 5 with filtration at 15% and doctor sending to kidney dialysis
Oh, bless your heart.
transplant?
Wow. You gotta go to dialysis. Let me just ask my team, okay? Sorry, what was the lady's name that said that?
It is, oh, I scroll.
Lilia, you understand that this has to be a one-on-one. And because it's a pretty serious what you have. Gretchen, you said you were going to put your email up, yes?
Oh, thank you.
To connect me, yeah, to connect with me. So this is stage 5, so it's pretty serious. And dialysis, I don't wish that on you at all, because it's not a nice thing to have. And this is why this package is here, for helping those so that they don't have to get to that stage. Yeah. But thank you for asking the question, lovely.
Yeah. Oh, I love your comments. You guys are great. Can this program help with memory loss?
No. Memory loss, from my understanding, is it's in your sorry.
I guess it's in your brain.
Yeah, funny that. Yeah, it's in your temporal lobe. There's 2 things, parts of it. One is the amygdala and the other is the hippocampus on both sides. Amygdala is about memory, and this is also where trauma resides. This is what becomes PTSD. Because the amygdala is about the emotions and the hippocampus is about the memory of those emotions. So the 2 things, this is how PTSD loops, because it's both in the temporal lobes, both sides. So that's where memory is in there, not in the kidneys. But good question. Thank you.
All right. Renee says, I have AFib and now on blood pressure meds along with a blood thinner. Will these meds affect my kidneys okay?
So let me have a look at your kidneys, Renee. Your right kidney's not very happy, darling. And yet your left kidney is, look, everyone that's been on the call, the right kidney has been off and not the left. That's interesting as that, yeah.
Yeah.
Will these meds, sorry, you're on blood pressure meds along with blood thinner. Will those meds affect your kidneys? Yes, they will. But Renee, how to transmute that. Okay, remember, and the other thing is too, folks, if you're taking medication, you put it in your hand and you say the Our Father, the Lord's Prayer, with the intention of transmuting it and using only the good for your body and anything else to be released. You know?
Very good.
So I just wanted to clarify here. AFib is just the fact that the top of the heart and the bottom of the heart don't work together. The electrical impulse, the electrical rhythm is not working together. So interesting thing. I just want to, can I just do it?
Like, I'm going to say no. Of course you can.
So your mitral valve and your bicuspid valves are fine. Renee, let me know how you go with that, lovely. Okay. And anyone else that has it too. Be interesting to see whether our impromptu little process helped at all. Sorry. Yeah.
All right, guys. So I'm going to post the link here again, lifereawakened.com/Virginia25. You can copy and paste, click on that or type it in. I don't want to end the call, but we're over an hour and a half in, so we are going to end the call. And Virginia, are you coming back on Thursday? Did we schedule?
I am.
So there you guys go. She's coming back on Thursday for an hour of connecting with you guys. So
bring your questions, please, because that's important. Yeah.
yeah, she'll be doing scans like we did today, except the hour will be for that. So, and if you have questions, bring those. If you guys know this program is for you, by all means, dive in and get started with those MP3s and come back Thursday and let us know how you're doing with those. We'll get the family add-on taken care of, so we'll get that added on. And the couple people that were requested by Virginia to have a session, please email me and I will connect it. All right, my dear Virginia, thank you for a lovely call. It's in my eyes to, when things are working properly, you don't really think about, what's going on in your body and how to prevent some of this stuff from happening down the road. And that's why I love how you put your programs together, because it's kind of to help the pre and the
To
post.
get it done, yeah.
To get it so it doesn't turn
into the lady that had to stage 5, and dialysis is the last thing that you want to happen. I never used to understand the importance of kidneys until all the work that I've been doing, over the years, and suddenly, the realization of just how important the kidneys are to our bodies, because they're absolutely incredible. There was something that I said earlier on that I wanted to speak about. Somebody asked me about, oh, shucks, trying to remember.
I'm going to ask you if we could add to this program, and putting you on the spot here, but I know you have a couple MP3s for food and water, like charging toxins.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, please put it in. Yeah. Okay. Just remember, your diet is so important. All right. We can come on and do this kind of work, that's fine, but it's what you put into your mouth that is so important for the health of your bodies. So if you can stay away from processed food and too many high carbohydrates and all the glutens, etc., then do yourself a favor and really look at what you're eating, because that's really the most important thing of all. We can do this kind of work, yes, but the most important thing is you taking care of you by making sure that you're ingesting the right things for your body. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, guys, I see you already doing it, but let's show Virginia our love and gratitude. Thank you so much for being here.
You're awesome, and I'm really, really so grateful to you all. And it's really wonderful because each person that came on had something really quite specific that they needed to ask for, and then it enabled us to do the healing for everyone, which was great.
I love that. So guys, come back on Thursday and let's dive even deeper into this. So thank you, Virginia. So appreciate you. And thank you all for being here. Thank you for those that were chosen, for facilitating all of these healings that happened today. All, really, really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you.
Lots of love all. Yeah.
All right.
Such a pleasure.
Bye.
Thank you, Gretchen.
You're welcome. Thank you.